Welcome back to part two of Lakeview Terrace. I really don't have that much left because that was pretty much the end of the film. That Samuel L. Jackson's character came over to the house. He already had his gun drawn, and he's sitting up there like, "Hey, I know you saw the phone number, but I can explain it," and all this kind of stuff. And the husband knocks him out. He's like, "Go, tell him." He tells his wife, uh, go down to the police say down the way and tell them that something or something or other." And the wife's like, "Okay, I'm going." So she leaves. So when she gets ready to leave, he knocks the husband down, comes outside. He just straightly starts shooting at the wife's car. She starts freaking out, runs the car into whatchamacallit, another vehicle. She can't get out because of the way that she pinned the car door or something, that when it impacted, the door got jammed. So she can't get out the car. So the husband finally manages, he gets up and he's ducking, and the guy's trying to tell his side of the story. "Hey, I know, what have you, this, that, and other. We could have just let it be. But you had to go and do all of this." So he manages to get to his wife in the car. And she's like, "I can't get out. The door's jammed." And he's doing everything he can. This guy is shooting straightly at him. Like, he is literally trying to kill him. Then the police were called by somebody else because they heard all the commotion and the gunshots. So it's two police cars coming up the street towards where the husband is, trying to get his wife out the car. But he got a gun because he's shooting at him because he's trying to kill him. And he's got the gun trained on him. And the wife's like, "Be careful, there's a bunch of cops behind you." Because, yes, he is a white dude, but that guy is a cop. And the police officers, they pull up in three police cars, and they're like, "Put your gun down, put your gun down." Now, the guy, he puts his gun away. Samuel L. Jackson character puts his gun away. Puts it behind his back, okay? And he's like, "Hey, y'all, I know this situation look a mess right here, but you gotta understand, this is my neighbor. It's a misunderstanding. We're just trying to hash things out." And the guy's like, "No, no, 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 no. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. He got a gun behind him and he will shoot me. Don't listen to him." But he's got a gun trailed on him. And he's like, "All right." They like, "Look, we don't know what's going on here. We don't really particularly know what in the world is happening." And of course, Samuel Jackson's like, "Yo, fellas, I'm from this and this PD. My neighbor is just having a moment." So they not like, "Oh, okay." So one calls it in and all that kind of stuff. And he's still like, "No, no, no, you have to listen. He's got a gun behind his back. If I move, he gonna kill me." And he's like, "Yo, I don't know what's wrong with my neighbor. Maybe he drank too much. He's had a hard day today. There were some issues. His wife, they broke into their house. So he's having a moment. I'm just trying to help him. Don't pay him no attention." And the cops are standing there. They don't know what to do. So the husband comes to a realization. If he don't do something quick, the wife done crawled out the car because, man, she managed to get the door open. She crawled out the car. She's stooped next to his foot, saying, "Baby, baby, don't, baby, don't. They gonna kill you. Stop." And it comes to his mind. Now, let me rewind for you. Just before that guy broke into their house, he explained one afternoon after the incident that happened with the chainsaw and the shrubbery, he ended up going to the bar. Him and the guy ended up having a couple of drinks because he's like, "Oh, let's have some drinks and just talk over what happened. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that to your ferns." But when he's talking to him, he explains that his wife died 3 years ago. And when he's explaining that his wife died 3 years ago, he talks about the fact that his wife was a nurse. And the day that she died, they were on 305 traveling from some direction, and she was in a car with her white boss. And he was trying to figure out, why was she in the car with him when the car accident happened? Because she should have been at the hospital helping people. Because she's a nurse. So the reason that she didn't get no help when she went to the hospital was because it was not in her chart or in her information that she was married to a cop, which would have made her first priority. Let's fast back forward again to the scene that we're currently in. The husband remembered that, and he knew that that guy had a gun in his back pocket and was waiting to shoot him. So what he did was he reminded, he's like, what'd you feel about your wife? And he's like, what you bringing my wife up for? And he starts digging in on that wound about the wife, the white guy that was her boss, and this moment. And it took him digging those 3 little digs, and that guy pulled the gun out, which caused the people behind him to shoot him. But before they got to shoot him, he let off one shot shooting the husband in the shoulder. But they shot him several times. There's 3 messages I want to get out with this last little bit of a message, okay? Number 1, pray for the people that are going to live around you when you move to your new location, because Satan setting up. Because remember, when the house is swept clean, 7 friends. There are people that are going to be positioned to try to befriend you. And Heart of Ruth recently did a word where she was talking about there's some people that are going to try to befriend you. Don't open the door. That they positioning themselves. They even already got buzzword that you coming. They know you're coming, and they're going to try to come and befriend you. Don't open the door. Secondarily, number 2, she also mentioned a different word, where there are people from your spouse's past that are going to try to come and also befriend you. Don't let them in. Pray for them at a distance. Just like this guy, you need to pray for him at a distance. Don't try to engage with them. Don't try to invite them over to the park. Don't try to pray for them with them. Pray for them at a distance. Number 3. There was a word that Queen Alita, directional dreaming with Anita, I think it's the name of the channel now. She did a word talking about a specific attack on your marriage. And what it is it's a setup like a Potiphar's house, okay? Where you're going to move into the town, the city, the community. And there may be for your spouse a woman that is attracted. And the fact of the matter is, just like this scenario where this guy was a pillar of the community and an authority figure, there may be another couple there that as you're moving in, trying to be just a nice couple that just moved in, there may be a couple there that sees y'all as a threat. And what the wife going to try to do is seduce your spouse. Okay? Husband might try to seduce you. Stephanie P just did a word on that. That both these counterfeits are operating together, okay? Because, see, they see you as a threat, and they're going to look for a door to open that. I need you to go back and look at the word that I did on Cinderella. Because this could also be that entire word playing out, okay? In this new neighborhood that y'all move into, okay? Be careful of that and pray. God's giving you the warning ahead of time so that you can pray about the people that you come into contact with, and that you start fasting and praying in relation to that before you get there. Okay? Warning. All right? Now, thirdly, well, that's fourth. Uh, it should be a known factor, though. God's going to get the final say in this scenario because you were their test. If God allows it to happen, you are that individual's test to show them God's in control of this situation right now. And if you don't leave my child alone, that man ended up laid flat on his back with a bunch of bullets in it. And the irony is God gave me a dream about that. He either gave me a dream or an open vision about that several weeks ago. Same person, Samuel L. Jackson. I saw him getting shot up. And I said, why the heck did I see that? Now that I've seen this movie, I'm like, oh, that's why. God's going to get the victory over the situation anyway. Now, I told you before, and I'm going to tell you in this word as well. The strong man is about to be on the run. Okay? Strong man running is what I saw. Because I was looking at a game on YouTube. It was one of those games that they now have pop up on YouTube as an advertisement within a series of games that are across your screen. And it was something running, and it was a little like emoji con man having to make a determination between the devil and going with God's way, which that in itself, come on now. But I saw strong man running. I said, okay, go ahead, God. Your enemies, God is about to set them on the run. Some of them are highly upset right now that they can't take you out. The type of activities I've been having in my dreams lately, and I mean these are specific and direct spiritual attacks, are showing me, oh, y'all scared. So let me say it to you here, and let me say it to you like this. God is who you're fighting. You're not fighting me. God is who you're fighting. You're not fighting me. God's who you're fighting. You're not fighting me. God's will be done. Period. Because let me put it to you this way. You can sit there and you can attempt. You can do all of this. Touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. It really don't matter what you do. Because God's will and God's way is going to be done. Period. You are not stronger than the Lord himself. Period. Okay? With that being said, God can take you out. You can go to sleep and not wake up. Just take all the breath out your body. Go sleep, not wake up. God is in control. Remember that. It ain't me. Targeting me, targeting my spouse. God's in control. That's all I got to say. So with that being said, I appreciate you. Until next time. Bye-bye.